Yeah. Get out of here, Croatia. Get out of here. Nobody asked for you to come to the semis. Leading by 46 minutes the whole tournament in the semifinals. Disgraceful. And don't come back, Croatia. Welcome to Open Mic. We like to start the show with a few stories or a hot take on a story you're not likely to see anywhere else. I'm from gorgeous Prince George's, and now I spill the tea in D.C., so you know these jokes come from a place of love. If in fact that was something I was capable of, except when it comes to Croatia. No love there. Let's start things off right here in D.C., where the Washington Regional Alcohol Program is offering a sober ride system to combat drunk driving during the holiday season, with free Lyft rides throughout the D.C. area nightly from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m., starting December 16th, all the way up through January 1st, 2023. Now, I did say free, but there is a $15 limit. So if you live in the sticks, then you got to put a little something extra on that ride home, especially if those prices start surging. But $15 off is still great, even if it's not free. And by the way, you know what else is great? Not driving drunk. That is actually phenomenal. According to a 2020 report by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, almost half of all U.S. traffic deaths involve drunk drivers. So it looks like this program is extremely necessary. To take advantage, all you have to do is download the Lyft app and enter a sober ride code in the app's promo section. There is no excuse for driving drunk with this program out there. All of your bases are covered, and they have thought of just about everything for even the most trifling of drinkers. So stay safe this holiday season with y'all trifling selves. Let's head to Los Angeles for this next story. Speaking of trifling, the president of Claremont Unified School District, Stephen Lanusa, was accused of paying high school choir students to perform at a private adult party featuring inappropriately dressed adult entertainers, where they were offered alcohol and subjected to inappropriate comments from a, quote, dirty Santa. Really, man? Really? So that's what we're doing. Really, Stephen? A dirty Santa. I don't even want to know what that is. I have a visual in my head, and that is disturbing enough. Even if this guy wasn't on the school board, who thinks it's cool to pay kids to sing at a freak party? I mean, were the other party goers cool with this? You would think somebody would say, hey man, I just came to get a little weird and maybe do a little drugs. Why are they kids here? That is really harsh in my mellow. I feel like Stephen had those kids singing Nancy versions of Christmas carols, talk about, on the first day of Christmas, my side piece gave to me regrets and a hotel room key. Let me do it again. Take two. On the first day of Christmas, my side piece gave to me regrets and a hotel room key. All right, y'all supposed to finish it. All right, y'all, I know y'all finish it in your kitchens. It was a struggle, by the way, making that clean enough to actually put on TV. Stephen Lanusa, by the way, reportedly resigned once people heard about the debaucherous house party and pictures from the event began to surface.
These photos from Facebook, shown to me by an attendee at a special board meeting Friday afternoon, show the festivities, including shirtless male performers at the party where Claremont High School choir members were paid to perform for a school fundraiser.
Oh man, the indignity. Even if I had that body, I'd be like, you gonna show my face. I ain't do all them crunches for you to blur me, okay? If it was my actual body, I would want to be blurred. This dude had a male review in his living room. Those poor kids didn't sign up for a bunch of holiday beefcakes dancing along to their 4-part harmony. Next time, just use a Spotify playlist and leave the kids out of it. And by the way, resigning from the school board ain't enough. I need some community service at a minimum for this level of stupidity. Let's head out to New Zealand for this next story, where Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, one of my favorite prime ministers in the world, mind you, was caught in a hot mic using a vulgarity against a rival politician.
We've always made decisions that we believe to be in the best interests of New Zealand at the time.
Question number 5, Nicola Willis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I go hard in the paint. She called her opponent an arrogant prick. I'll say that. That's tame compared to politics here in the States. Every Donald Trump rally is basically a Friars Club roast. And Joe Biden called Fox News' Peter Doocy a stupid SOB, said he didn't even use the acronym. Not saying his assessment was wrong, just saying that happened this year. And I remember years ago when Dick Cheney told Pat Leahy to go F himself in Congress. And that was the only relatable thing he's ever done. Cheney also shot a man in the face, and the victim apologized to him. Now, I ain't gonna say too much more about that old man for obvious reasons, but I say all this to say, Jacinda Ardern will be fine. This was extremely mild in the grand scheme of political outbursts. Now, if she started talking about her opponent's mama, then maybe it would be something. But she kept all her punches above the belt, no harm, no foul. I chose this last story because it verifies what many people already knew, and by many people I mean me. Airbnb announced it has found a meaningful difference in the booking success rate for users who are perceived to be white compared to those who are perceived to be black. What? You don't say. And all this time, I thought it was my Nationals hat. People named Caitlin will have an easier time than people named Lakeisha. Who knew? Everybody knew. Sounds like I'm complaining about Airbnb announcing this, but I will say this. I'm glad they did the research to verify that all of Black America wasn't lying to them about their experiences. Now, you know folks need actual tangible proof of these things, so then they could ignore it and double down on their ignorance. But according to the company, users perceived to be white had a booking success rate of 94.1%, while users perceived to be black had a success rate of 91.4%. It's not a huge difference, thankfully, but it's real and it's there. And it's promising that Airbnb is taking steps to address the problem and hopefully remedy it. In the meantime, if your name is Tyrone or Raheem, good luck, you're gonna need it. My favorite story, I mean, that horrible, dirty Santa party is hilarious, but I'm going with sober ride since that actually could save lives.